What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel. Today in the review box we have the 1993 Dauer Porsche 962 Le Mans. Now these are like the street legal variants of the Porsche 962 race car. These are from Spark, 1/64th scale, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at them and see if they are worth adding to your collections. So let's go ahead and get things started by looking at our casting here. Proportionally speaking, everything is good. It is important to note that there are like two different body styles for the Dauer 962s. And I think this is the 93 version that has a little bit more of a slanted nose. Go ahead and pop the real life car up in the corner there so you can get some comparison. So yeah, it's more of the slanted nose variant. I'm not sure what the difference is, if it just is the years that there is one with a slightly different nose. But this is the one that we've got. And it does look pretty accurate to that version of the car. Now, breaking the casting down here, you have almost everything going to be metal. So the vast majority of this body section here is metal. The roof bit, I think might be plastic. It feels plastic, so that's my guess to it. And then this rear wing here is plastic. It is separated from the main body, so that's actually really cool. It's plastic though. And then your mirrors are plastic as well. But other than that, you have a mostly die-cast body, and then you have a die-cast base as well. Not a whole lot of details to it, pretty flat, but that's kind of what you would expect to be for this particular car. All your body lines are going to be replicated pretty nicely. What little body lines there are, at least. This car is not exactly high-tech racing machine. You know, is the early 90s, they just kind of made it look pointy and flat, and you know what? It worked. It was very fast. So for our paint and deco, so the red one here, you just got this kind of enamel black gloss paint, nothing too crazy. And then you got the black paint over here on the roof section. And that is about it with the paint. Like, there's really not much more to speak of there. Then over here on the black variant, same deal, just kind of a enamel gloss black color here. As you can see, the paint is a little weird up here on the roof. It's a little bit on this one as well, but it's much more noticeable on the black variant. And then there is also a yellow version. I think the yellow version was the first one that came out. It's not as easy to get anymore. So I don't have that one, at least not yet. Moving into the details, starting up front here, you do get the two headlight inserts, which look really good, I think. You get a Porsche logo there, and you get a license plate up here printed on. Looks good. You do get the little holes for those tiny little intake thingies right there, which look good. Speaking of intake thingies, these ones back here look very good and are nicely kind of casted in, I guess, there. You can get some good depth to them. Interior details are actually quite nice, considering, you know, how small the interior of this car is. That's pretty solid. Windshield wiper right there. It's actually kind of molded into the plastic. Coming down the sides here, you have some pretty accurate looking wheels. So those look cool, I think. Not really much else to speak of detailing wise besides this side vent do get some like paint work to it. Coming back here to the rear, this is where we're actually going to shine here. It's a little bit tough to see with the design of the car here, but taillights are done really, really well. That looks good. License plate has been done. And then exhaust here poking out, looking really, really cool. It's so small, it is very hard to actually tell. But yeah, that is just really, really good. That's where it shines. So overall, the details are not like over the top, but they replicate the real life car amazingly. It's just that the real life car doesn't have a lot of details really popping out. So moving into a roll test real quick, these are Spark models, and they do roll. They don't roll as good as some other Spark models, or like a Mini GT or anything like that, but they do roll. That is a thing that they can do. Putting them on the scale, they come out to be about 46.02 grams when I average the two weights out. And that is pretty solid. Like, that's a good chunk right there, and yeah, they definitely feel pretty nice. Moving into our pros and cons. The biggest pro is going to be the good details, especially on the rear section. I think those look really, really good, and I really enjoy the real-life replication. I think it looks nice. The other big pro is going to be it's a good price. These come in at about 20 bucks, And considering this car only has, I think, one other release in 1/64th scale from Kyosho, that's going to be a pretty solid price. When it comes to cons, though, there is one that we definitely need to talk about. And I don't know, maybe it's a quality control issue or if it's just the way that is, but the roof paint is just not great. Like, it's okay on this black one, or on this red one here, but here on the black one, you can really tell how, like, it's almost like there's a residue or something on it. Definitely not just affecting mine either, as I have seen that affecting a few others of people posting them online. So that's definitely a bummer. For some quick size comparisons, here we have it with some Hot Wheels that you might have, with the Hot Wheels Porsche 962 and the Hot Wheels Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar. And here we have it with some modern race cars, with the Porsche 963 from Sparky over there on the left, and on the right we have the Mini GT BMW Hybrid V8 GTP Hypercar. So with all that out of the way, let's find some overall scores here. The hype level, it's going to be a 9.35. I would probably give it a higher score if I had the yellow one, because the yellow one I think was the kind of the initial release. That's where the main hype was. But yeah, whatever. Execution, I'm going to give it a 9.8. That roof paint really being the only drawback, in all honesty. It's a pretty solid model otherwise. Feedback is going to be a 9.7 just because a few people have said they don't think the scale is quite right, which I personally think the scale is fine. Yeah, that's just me. And then the roof paint has knocked a couple other people back as well. Still pretty good score though, 9.7. When we take these three scores and average them out, we will be left with a 9.62 as our overall score. And I think that's a pretty good score, honestly. It's a good model, and especially at the price point, the $20-ish, that's a pretty good price. I'm really happy, truly. Like, it's good detailing of a car that we really don't get a lot of 1/64 scale representation of. So, you know, they could have probably have charged a few bucks more, just because if you want this car, you kind of have to go with them. And yeah, for the money that you pay for it, I think you get a very solid replica. The roof paint is a little bit whack. I'm not sure if that's just QC issues or if that's just, you know, a problem with the printing process. I'm assuming that's probably like a big tampo or some sort up top. But yeah, it's a little weird. Don't really love that. Think that could be improved. Overall, though, if you can find these still for around the $20 price point, they're definitely still worth it. The yellow one I think would probably be even better to get if you can find that one. I still have not actually tracked down that one for MSRP at least. But yeah, I think these are really, really cool, solid choices, and I would definitely recommend them to you. So that's all I have for this review, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to leave a comment telling me what your thoughts are on this particular model, and I will see you guys in the next video.